Right, happy Halloween, as this video is being recorded on October 31st. It is the Halloween day. We have a very special interview today. I'm joined by Donovan Kurt. Fantastic to have him on today. And usually we go about these interviews in a little bit of a different way. I kind of introduce, but I'm going to let Donovan here introduce himself and tell you a little bit about who he is and a little bit about his incredible story. So without further ado, Donovan, let's turn it over to you.
I'm Donovan Kurt. I'm 17, and I guess what you're probably wondering is how the journey I've been on. And last January, I had migraines. I went to the ER in early January. They said I had concussion-like symptoms, but my athletic trainer said it was nothing concussion-like. So I kind of just continued school throughout February. I developed a little tunnel vision, dizziness, and I had the same symptoms again in March, early March. And I went to the ER March 10th, and I brought up my vision changes this time, and it ended up leading to an MRI, which they did not do the first time in January. And they found, at the MRI, found a tumor the size of a small potato. And later that night, I was rushed to Boston Mass General Hospital, and I spent about a day in the hospital before they put me into surgery. The surgery was 10 hours, and they removed all of it, and the surgeon did an amazing job. Uh, since then, I spent a week and a half in the hospital, a week in intensive care, and then a couple days in a normal room. I had to, they had to learn how to walk, hold myself up. And once they felt I could do that enough, they sent me home. I had a month off to gain as much strength as possible before I went back to Boston for a month of radiation. And I was doing chemotherapy at the time at Boston too. I had an amazing send-off party from the community, and I started 33 days of radiation. Ended up being 6 weeks there in Boston. And since then, I've came home, continued to gain strength, and I was cleared to play soccer about a couple weeks before the season started, has been amazing. And I've been playing the season while doing chemotherapy at home through a pill.
It's an incredible story, and hearing it come from you makes it just that much more powerful. What has it been like to get the support from the community? There was a piece done on WABI where they kind of talked about that a little bit, but from your perspective, what has it meant to have the community rally around you and support you all the way through this?
Oh, it means everything. I wouldn't be where I am without them. They've not only supported me through everything, but they've encouraged me, and they ask how I'm doing. Like walking to the school, people that I barely see on a normal basis come up to me and ask how I'm doing, and it gives me motivation to keep pushing and to keep achieving the goal I want to achieve.
And it's an incredible message. Personally, how have you found this incredible strength to not only persevere, but to come out of it and be able to play soccer and start a season and play what was a shortened season, but play and get back out there? What was that process like for you, and what did it take out of you to be able to play sports again?
Uh, I was hopeful. My surgeon did an amazing job, and she set me up on a path where I could go back to play sports. And just I love playing sports or my life, so I had that drive to do what I needed to do to put myself in a position that I can play sports at some point.
Absolutely. And um, there's a lot of things that go on, as my brother had cancer. So coming from a family, I know what those type of struggles with radiation treatments and things of that nature. I know what that can take, what that can look like. But um, how have you been able to kind of go from a place of having to learn how to walk again to being able to not only compete in sports, but compete at a high level? I mean, what was the timetable like for you with all of this? I mean, it's been a crazy, crazy past however many months for you, but time wise, what is it? What does that really look like in terms of recovery and going forward?
I've been very fortunate. My aunt is a physical therapist, so she came down from Connecticut she after she had time free, and for that month that I was home, she did she did a therapy routine for me that I continued to do for a couple months after she left, and she gave me so much strength, and she really prepared me for what I was going to face with radiation. And I've been super fortunate in a way that I have not gotten sick, and I haven't thrown up, I haven't gotten nauseous or headaches like a lot of people do experience when they're going through this. And just having that support and having me being in good health has really set me up in a way that I can tackle this head on.
Well, absolutely. And those are definitely challenges, and awesome to hear that first and foremost. But now, looking at just the season specifically, what has it meant to you to get back out there with your teammates and you mentioned this before, you said you love sports. So what has it meant from the competitive spirit in you to be able to get back out there with your teammates and to partake in a season, not a normal season, but just to be able to get back out there with your teammates? What has that been like, and what has this season been like for you as a whole?
I'm super competitive, so it's been amazing to get back on the field. Soccer is my passion. I'm a three-sport athlete, but soccer is definitely my passion. So this was the one sport I was really hoping I could play. And so the drive to get there, it's been amazing. I'm shocked that I'm able to play at the level I am. It's like I'm the same person. I might have even improved since then just because I put in so much extra work to get to where I am. And the team has been amazing. Our record isn't very good. However, the team chemistry and the people I'm playing with, I wouldn't trade that for the world.
You are just such a well-spoken individual, and it is a tremendous honor to listen to you talk. You're so mature and well-versed, especially for someone your age, but having gone through everything you have, it's awesome to listen to you. What advice would you give to others who may not be experiencing exactly the same thing, but who have faced adversity and who are dealing with struggles in their life? What advice would you give to them?
Many people want to achieve something, or many people have a goal they want to achieve. And my advice for you is push yourself. Even through hard times, you got to push yourself to where you want to go. It's possible.
So well said. This is probably my favorite interview I've ever done in my life. We wish you nothing but the best going forward, and keep up that great attitude. And you got a community behind you, you got a state behind you. It is great to listen to you, and thank you very much for sharing your story with us today.
Thank you so much. I had an amazing time.
With that, that was Donovan Kurt. Thank you very much for tuning in.